I don't know what time you'll be watching this, whether it's a good afternoon or a good morning or a good evening or a good night, but here it's a good afternoon. So Crafty Nana is here with another haul of thrift clothing, mixed with some pieces I bought in England, mixed with some older bits and some vintage jewellery and some thrifted jewellery. Give you a melange of styles and ideas. Now, I've been talking about recently that we are going off to Korea shortly, and I will have to be meeting my son's new in-laws, which is always nerve-wracking because obviously we've never met them before and the kids are already married, so it'll be a first. And I was just thinking, you know, in my head, as you do, grown-up thoughts of trying to look a little bit more stylish and grown up and finding an outfit for meeting the in-laws, and I came up with this little outfit. Obviously it's a little bit chillier there than it is here, but just by adding a little woolen vest into a linen coat, linen skirt and a t-shirt, I thought it would be quite cool. And recently I have been restringing all my beautiful vintage glass beads. Some of these will be from the turn of the century. Obviously, you know, the stringing doesn't last forever, and they all decided to sort of give up the ghost about the same time. So I sat myself down and I made myself restring them. I think they're beautiful. I think maybe the earrings might be a little bit over the top. I think maybe I ought to make a smaller pair, but sometimes if you're just going to go with it, you've got to go with it, which is why I wear them all together. But I thought I would show them to you. They are beautiful old crystal. None of the modern stuff. And I thought that they would go with this black and ecru outfit. So really the only new item to me is this thrifted vest from Jalan Jalan Japan. It cost me all of 3 ringgit, but I thought it sort of tied the ecru and black in together. I thought just cutting it off with a black t-shirt is just too harsh, and I thought this gave it a nice sort of flow. So I even had the perfect pair of shoes, but pair is the wrong word. I could only find one. Now, these would have matched absolutely perfectly and would be fantastic, but I'm going to have to go on a search party to try and find the other one because I only have one. But there we go. Those would have looked fantastic if I could have found the other one. And then the last item, and I don't know whether this is too silly for words. I found this in Jalan Jalan Japan. It cost me all of 15 ringgit. Still got the price on it. But I just thought that this was so cute. It's sort of doing Queen Elizabeth for me, you know, the little handbag with a little clip on the top, the wooden frame, and it's got beautiful emerald green satin lining. It's in absolute mint condition. There's nothing in it, sadly, no massive amounts of yen, which I could have then spent in Japan. But oh my goodness, it's cute. So this is me being grown up. Now that sounds really stupid coming from somebody in their mid-60s. But let me tell you, you ask your 60-year-old plus friends, and all of us, we're all still kids inside. We don't grow up really. So we still have the naughty thoughts. We still have the urges to do very silly things. And every now and again we have to feel that we have to pull out the being a grown-up card. And this is me trying to look grown up. So if you're of the same age group, you know what you know. There we go. Cute handbag, no shoes. Very nice skirt, embroidered with black and fully lined. Came from a charity shop in England. I don't remember where now. Black t-shirt, charity shop in England. So many, they all look the same. Could have been anywhere. Can't remember. And of course, my wonderful coat from Tetbury, which I've had so much use out of. And I still absolutely adore. So there we go. Outfit number 1, the Crafty Nana attempting to be sophisticated. Now for number 2. I can take my shoe away because it's no good with one of them. Okay, so we're staying with the fairly muted tones, and I do love green. This dress is a past Jalan Jalan buy. I can't remember how many months ago it is, but quite a while back. But I found this long length cardigan, and I like a long length cardigan, especially a long length cardigan with pockets. So this ticks all the boxes. It was 15 ringgit, and I liked the colour, that it's like slightly textured. So yes, I was quite pleased with this. I think it's quite slimming. I think it looks quite elegant too. But I added some really powy jewellery. Now, a lot of you said that you liked the jewellery I was wearing in the last one. When I put the Indian skirt on, I was wearing a lot of the stuff that I found in England. This is actually one from here. It's a little bit more over the top. But sometimes, if you're wearing something very simple and very plain, why not be a bit powy? So this is definitely powy, and I love it, and I think you'll love it too. Now, the last item is 1 ringgit, my headscarf. Now, my daughter found this. It's a beautiful muted green satin with a paisley pattern on it. I've just tied it up sort of a la 40s style. But it's really, really goes with the greens in the dress and the outfit, pulls it all together, gets rid of some of the blue of the hair, which sort of takes the contrast away from the green. So quite pleased with it. Silver earrings to match the silver jewellery, and there we go. Full outfit. Could go with a pair of boots, could go with a pair of sandals. Either way is just fine by me. Second outfit. So we've gone romantic now. Soft, feminine, very romantic. I found this cotton lace long skirt in Jalan Jalan Japan, 10 ringgit. I was very pleased with it, but then I thought, oh my goodness, that is going to be such a difficult colour to match. It's almost blue, but it's not quite. It's going to be really hard. The following week, I was there, and I found this top, which matched it absolutely spot on. H&M, fits like a glove, cute little puff sleeves that come down long enough to cover all my naughty bits. It's a win. I've added a little lilac overshirt and a little lilac scarf, and I've added my beautiful moonstone jewellery that I found in, and my brain's doing a bit, it wasn't Stroud, it was the one, Dursley. Dursley was the home of my jewellery. So my jewellery came from Dursley, from Oxfam. The rest is all Jalan Jalan Japan. The shoes I showed you last week. Now, you could wear this very easily without the outer layer. I just feel so much more comfortable with layers, but actually you could wear this without. It's perfectly acceptable. It's not tight, it's comfortable. I'm quite chuffed with this. This is quite a useful kind of thing to be dressy without dressy, romantic without going too over the top. It's polite enough that it's covering up all your wrinkly bits. So it's good. It's absolutely good. And 10 ringgit, 10 ringgit, 20 ringgit, nothing. Absolutely nothing. So there we go. That is item number 3. And I'm chuffed with it. When I was a young lady, living in London and working in the theatre, I used to paint my face all in lilacs, this sort of lavendery lilac and black, and have these lines all up the sides, and people said, why do you paint crow's feet on your eyes? But it was, it was the fashion at that time, sort of rather Egyptian-esque almost. And this was still one of my favourite colours then, even though it was probably the only other colour other than black that I wore. So it's quite fun that all these years later, I still love this colour. Anyway, there you go. outfit number 3. And as I like to say, it's a doozy. Well, aren't we fabulous? You are not going to believe this. I found this beautiful velvet jacket in my absolutely all-time favourite colour. It's so beautiful, and it was brand new with the tag still in it. And although it could do with the bottom popper moving over so you don't see it, it just needs to be just moved off, taken off. I don't really need it as an evening jacket. I put this on and my daughter said, "Oh my God, that's it, you've got to." It is just the most beautiful colour. It's just stunning. So 15 ringgit. 15 ringgit. I don't think, I mean, you certainly couldn't buy a packet of cigarettes for that. Probably just about buy, no, I don't think you'd even buy a packet of sweets for that. But yes, so it is just beautiful. Now also I'm going to take it off because I want to show you the top that I've got underneath it. So yes, fully lined, absolute immaculate condition, tags still on it. Viale, Ichidan. So a Japanese brand, obviously. I did try looking it up. I couldn't find anything online except that I think that this brand is in Sogo, which is a Japanese department store, which we do have here in Malaysia as well at the Mid Valley, which I've taken you to. Look at the colours streaking through this velvet. Absolutely amazing. So it's going from sort of almost wine red right through to the deepest midnight blue. Oh, love, 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 love. So this top, 5 ringgit, less than £1. Sheer chiffon over a plain black strappy dress. Not too hot. I've matched it up with, again, some vintage dark Aurora Borealis beads. I didn't want anything fighting with the jacket because the jacket's just too divine for words. Matching earrings that I made to go with it because, as I keep telling you, I just do matchy-matchy. Don't care what anybody else says. I like my jewellery to match. I often see things that are done intentionally to be like unmatched, different shape earrings on different sides, and I always think they look lovely, but then when it comes down to it, habits are hard to break. So what are we thinking? Are we blown away? Is this a best value you could possibly find for 15 ringgit? Brand new with tags, designer Italian, Japanese velvet coat, jacket. I think it probably is. Going to be hard to beat this, but let's just see if I can. This is such a mega haul, such a mega haul. So 5 ringgit top, 15 ringgit jacket, and all my lovely dark Aurora Borealis crystals. So this is our wild card outfit. Gorgeous turquoise dress that I had on for my Christmas one with all my bugs. But this time, I'm wearing it with what has to be the most ridiculous find ever. So this jacket, I found in Jalan Jalan Japan for 10 ringgit. So about £2, not even £2, is 100% pure leather, Australian leather, hand dyed with natural dyes. It's in beautiful condition. All its labels are there. Australian leather, suede clothing company. It's just such a find. Now, it did have the great big huge 1980s shoulder pads in up here, which I took out. The thing is, though, I have big shoulders anyway, so it's not going to make a huge difference taking them out. But the colours are divine. It's greens and blues and turquoises and oranges, and it's just the most beautiful, beautiful colours. Really, really lovely. And the suede, when I picked it up, I thought it was velvet. It's so soft, so soft. Nice pockets. 10 ringgit, pure leather jacket. If that's not one of the best finds of the century, I don't know what is. I need to find somebody in England I can box them all up and send them to so they can sell them for me. There's so many good things. So many good things. So, what do you think? Is this a bit of a legend or what? I'll come a little bit closer so you can see the design of the leather. I was going to say cloth, but it's not cloth, of course, it is suede. It's absolutely beautiful, soft, thin, fine suede from Australia. What's not to love at that price? Seriously. Okay, it was a bit of a mega haul, took a bit of getting through. Thank you for sticking with it, if you did stick with it. I think you'll agree there was an interesting mixture of things, some very dressy up, some very cool, some bit out there. But I hope you found something that you liked or some inspiration that will spur you on. If you live here and you haven't been to Jalan Jalan Japan yet, what are you waiting for? Get over there. There's 2 of them, one each side of the city. Go pay them a visit. In the meantime, have a damn good week. I will be back next week. Come and see me. Like, subscribe, hit that bell. Bing, bing, bing. I'll be back.